Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. I shouldn't have done that. Hello and welcome back to Blues Armory, where today is a monumentous day and a video I've been waiting to make literally since the channel started. I am now a member of the 501st Legion. Let's talk about it. So, I started this channel a year ago, and the first video on this channel was titled Introduction and My 501st Journey, because I have always been interested in the 501st Legion. I love the costuming side of it, I love the charity side of it, and I love the community side of it. And I've never really thought about joining the 501st until I met the guys last year and I was like, this is something I'm gonna do. And I wanted to start this channel to detail my journey of joining the 501st. Now, we started with a Jango Fett, that didn't work out. We started a TIE pilot, that didn't work out, although the helmet looks fantastic. Then, middle of last year, I did a video on my Imperial officer, and I was trying to get that approved. And I went away with work the week before Comic-Con, and about 2 days before Comic-Con, I got a message from the CO of the 501st UAE Garrison telling me to check my emails. And as I opened up my emails at about 8 a.m. in Sofia, Bulgaria, I had the email that confirmed that I was a member of the 501st. Now, this is going to seem really, really silly to people that don't quite understand the 501st and Star Wars and costuming. But this is a massive, massive milestone for me personally as a costumer and a cosplayer and a prop maker and just a big nerd. I started this channel purely to detail my 501st journey, and now we have come to the end of it, and I am now a member of the 501st. So, what do we want to talk about? Let's talk about prepping entirely for a Comic-Con and then finding out you're going to troop with the 501st. So I found out 2 days before, I was like, right, I've got to get my Imperial officer together and go meet the guys. It was a weird convention this year for MEFCC because obviously it overlapped with Star Wars Celebration Japan. Now, I would say a large majority of the UAE Garrison had gone to Star Wars Celebration Japan, as they should, and it left us with only about 4 or 5 people here. And I met the guys for the first time, the guys and girls, on the Friday, and it couldn't have been a more warm welcome. They are the most lovely and welcoming and nice group of people I've met in a long time. I was adorned with patches and challenge coins and learning all about the things that the 501st have. I have all my challenge coins down here now. I have my 501st patches. There are a lot more than that. And that was kind of it. I was just thrown in at the deep end, 2 days in, just met the guys, and how MEFCC works is the 501st open the convention. So I stood at the front of MEFCC on the Friday for the opening ceremony at the end of the line while the royal family, members of the royal family come through, shake your hand and open the convention. And I was stood right at the front of that in my Imperial officer. Now, as an Imperial officer, you have to be stoic and you are a officer of the Imperial Empire. But I was trying so hard not to have a big shit-eating grin on my face because it means a lot to me. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time and we've achieved it. And, you know, I've had a lot of failed costumes this year and a lot of videos where I've been like, this costume isn't happening anymore. So to finally get one over the line and have it done and be a member of the 501st is amazing. I'm so happy to be part of this enormous worldwide community. I've been on the forums and introduced myself. I've been on the officer forum and introduced myself, and people have been so lovely and so welcoming. I have my hat, my 501st hat for the UAE Garrison. These hats are super cool. I'll show you some of the patches now that we've got my focus working. So we have the UAE Outpost 16-year patch. That's pretty cool. We have the standard 501st patch. That is pretty cool. Should we show you some more patches? This has become patch showing now. What else do we have? We have a Rebel Legion patch, which was given to me by the CEO of the Rebel Legion. That's a sick patch. We have a gold patch from the 501st, same one. We have some Jakku patches because we are the Jakku Garrison, because we're in Jakku. And then I got another 501st UAE patch. Oh, hello. Which I think looks super cool. And then I also have a personal patch from Mr. P. Elkington, Mr. TK70485, the Random Trooper. As you can tell, I'm very excited about this. So I am now ID 24102. And that doesn't mean that this is the end of this journey, because now that I've done a troop and enjoyed it so much, I'm so ready to do some more. And I want more costumes and I want to keep doing it, and it's just cool. So fun thing happened. We were out on Friday night with a couple of other guys from the 501st, and I was talking to Pete, who is one of the TKs in the 501st. He also has a blue Senate Guard as well, and a Jawa, I think. And he has a just beautiful RS Prop Masters TK kit, and proposed to me the question of, would you like to wear the TK? And I'm not an idiot, so of course I said 110,000% yes, please.
Day 3, MEFCC, 501st day. Let's go.
So on Sunday, we arrived at the convention at the changing rooms we had, and I got suited and booted as a Stormtrooper, which is kind of weird because it's one of those things you've always wanted to do as a kid, because the Stormtroopers are the coolest. And actually like suiting up at it. And the funny thing is, and people will know this if they dress as TKs, but I suited up in a room with no mirrors or anything, went out, did a troop. I was in kit for 3-ish hours. And I'm like, it's a little bit big on me because it's not made for me and you can only see like a window here. So I didn't feel as cool as I thought. Like, it's clunky to walk, especially when it doesn't fit you. And then I look back at the pictures and I'm looking at these pictures of a Stormtrooper and I'm like, holy shit, that's me. And it was just this incredible moment of being like, I can't believe that I'm in that suit of armor. And again, to people that don't know, that aren't in this and aren't Star Wars fans and aren't Star Wars costuming fans, it sounds ridiculous. I wore some plastic and I walked around and made funny noises. But to me and to other Star Wars fans, it's just such a cool experience. So firstly, thank you, Pete, for letting me do that. That made my weekend. Jess is not going to be very happy because now I want a TK. I mean, I've always been umming and ahhing about a clone or a TK. And I love the clones. I grew up on the prequels. I grew up on the Clone Wars. But those original films are my films. That's what introduced me to Star Wars. And the coolest thing in that is the Stormtroopers. So we're starting a Stormtrooper build now. I've got a list of Stormtrooper. I went on the White Armor, the Stormtrooper forums, and had a look through, and we've narrowed it down to 5 people that sell pretty good Stormtroopers. I do have a wedding this year, so it's going to be post-wedding, but it will be something I'm working on in the foreseeable future because it was super, super fun. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm quite excited about this because it means a lot, and I've been waiting to do this for a while. Being an Imperial officer is super fun because it just, you can be not rude, but you get to be a little bit mean to people. You can question people while they're taking photos and everything. I basically just sort of based my my character for the Imperial officer on meeting Imperial officers at Galaxy's Edge and Disney. I'm like, what do they do? So I'm gonna do that as well. And it's so much fun. It genuinely is like super, super, super fun. I'm addicted to trooping. I've never really done cosplay in a group for all the years I've been cosplaying, aside from the Exiled Warriors Mando group that I did in 2019 at Capital Sci-Fi Con, which I still have our belt buckle. Aside from that, I've never really done it in a group. It's always been just me, or, you know, for example, last year it was myself and Jess that did it together. So to have a group of you, it just adds to the experience. It's like this cool camaraderie where you're all having a good time and you're all in the same costumes. And I know people do this all the time, but it's the first time for me. And I just had an absolute blast. So I am so excited for my next troop. I don't know when it's going to be. I can't wait to do more troops, and I can't wait to help the 501st UAE grow as much as possible. I want to be super involved in the 501st UAE. I don't want to just come in, do one troop a year, leave. I want to get involved. I want to do more stuff. I want to trade challenge coins. Sorry. I want to trade challenge coins because these things are the coolest thing in the world, and I'm going to be absolutely obsessed with these things to a worrying degree. And I want to do as much as possible for the next 2 years in the lead up to Star Wars Celebration LA, which, I don't know if I've said this, we were supposed to go to Star Wars Celebration Japan. We decided it was probably not the best idea with the wedding coming up, so we sold our tickets. But I'm 100% going to be at Star Wars Celebration LA in 2027 for the 50th anniversary of Star Wars, which is super cool. But now I'm sort of rambling about it. You can tell I'm quite excited about this, which is really dumb, but it's really important for me, and I'm so excited to do it. So thank you to the 501st UAE Garrison for being an absolute gem of a group of people and being so welcoming and lovely and just bringing me on board and not making me feel uncomfortable or nervous at all. But stay tuned, because more Star Wars stuff will be coming as I build out my 501st and Rebel Legion costume library. If there is anything you'd like me to build or you think would be cool to build, or if you have any questions about the application process for the 501st, or if you want me to do a video about my application process and how long that took and what hurdles I came to, please let me know down in the comments below. But that will do it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Happy crafting, have a great week ahead. I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.